Do you know when you have to do something with AI that is just taking more than expected? For example, when you try to update some dependencies or when you try to implement a feature that's a little bit bigger than the normal, and it just takes a while and you are just there waiting and staring, waiting for the AI to finish its work, and you wish to you could do two things at the same time and just start a new task. As of today, if you want to do that, you would have to clone your repo again, open a new window with cursor, and then open a new project and then run both in parallel. Well, not anymore. With background agents, we don't need to do it anymore. And the beauty of the background agents that Cursor just released is that it does not even run on your machine. So you don't need to care if you have an old laptop, and it will not support running the project multiple times, running the tests simultaneously across 2, 3, 4 agents. Well, the agents will not be running on your VM, on your local laptop, so it does not matter anymore, which is just amazing. It's basically the nicest feature we have seen since the agents itself. So let's have a look how it works in Cursor, and let's get started. Let me open it here. So first thing you have to do, of course, is get the latest version of Cursor. If you don't have it yet, you have to update it. So I just pressed Command E. If you're on Windows, it will be Control E, and then it will open this window. This is the agent window to run agents in the background. So what I will do here is I will type my command the same way I will do in the chat window. I will do it here, but then it will run in the background instead of running directly on my machine. I have two tasks to run. I will run them here and show you how it works, but let's have a look on the options here first. So you can see here that by default it's selected Cloud for with max mode. So what happens here is for now it just supports max mode. It does support other models, but it forces the max mode for now. I also can select the branch that I want to run, and I will leave the main one here. And here in those three dots, I can see previous agents that I had run. And of course, we can upload images as we can on the normal chat window. So I have two things to try it out here. I need to find out if one feature was implemented by someone else, and I also need to add support to a new language to this project. So I will do that using the background agent. So let's do that together. So first thing would be, I want to ask it to add support to Spanish to my project. So let me just paste it here. Add Spanish as supported language to my project. So that's pretty much it. And I'll click here, send, and it will create a new background task. And then here it is, starting and start processing. So now I would have to do normally would be just wait and see it running, right? But instead of doing that, I have something else in mind. I need to verify if Google One Tap was implemented by another dev in my team. So to do that, I'll just ask it here, find if Google One Tap was implemented by another dev and how it was implemented. And I'm gonna run that one as well. And now both tasks are running in parallel, so it's a little bit of a mystery how this is working. So you can just click here to see what is happening. So when I click on the agent, it opened the logs, so we can see what is happening. So what Cursor is actually doing is they are going to create a Docker image with Ubuntu in AWS and clone my repo there and run install, and then use agent as it would use it in my computer. That's pretty much what's happening here. This is really nice. It gives us a little bit of room for change. So for example, you can create a Docker file, and in the install script, you can customize what you want to have installed in those agents. So if your project needs something really specific that's not installed by the normal npm install, you can create a custom Docker and set it up there. So it's running here. So let's see how it goes. So once it finishes the setup, what happens is basically you have a cursor open specifically for this remote machine that is running in AWS. That's pretty much what you can see here. So it cloned my project in the remote VM, and now it's basically asking the question that I asked them to do. So it's running here like it would on my local computer, but if I close it here now, close it, you can see that I still have my local computer to work on, to do whatever I want, and to use the agent here locally. But if I go again and press Command E, you see that both agents are running right now, and I can see what is happening here. So this one was the investigation to see if one tap with Google was implemented, and give me details about the implementation. So it's running right now. And the Spanish language support is still working here right now, so it should be done in one moment. So I'll leave those running, and once they finish, we can proceed and create the pull request. I'll show you in one moment. Well, one thing we have to remember is this is not perfect for all the scenarios. So for example, if you let anyone run those agents, for example, run those commands from Slack to start an agent, and someone from outside your company have access to run those commands, what can happen is those VMs literally have access to the internet, right? So they can upload your code to a zip file and send it to the internet somehow. That's actually well documented already, so it's something that's completely possible. So we need to make sure that only authorized people have access to run commands on those agents the same way that only authorized people can make change on your code base, right? So here it is. It's finishing the implementation of Spanish language on my repo. Really good. So once it finishes, what we have to do is pretty much clicking here to create a pull request, and it will create a pull request in GitHub, and then we can review and measure. So let it finish, and then I'm gonna click on that. So let me open the browser here. So let me open here it is. So it created a branch. It created the PR here. Actually, it did not create the PR. I'm gonna create the PR. It just made the change in the branch, and here we have the change that they made. Perfectly well done with the localization in place as well, and everything we need. So just create a PR, review, and that's pretty much it. Perfect. Yeah, so that was pretty much what I wanted to show. Oh, you can see that one already finished, the investigation to see if the one tap was implemented, and then it verified here, and then it returned that yes, Google one tap was implemented already by another developer, and added the details here about how it works in our code base and where is the configuration. Perfect. Yeah, I think that was it for today. Let me know if you have tried it already and which nice things you found about it, and whatever bad things you have found as well. I'm curious to see how people are using background agents and what they are able to do with it, and which ways we are making us more productive using it. That's it for today. See you next time.